My name is Dr. Friday Jabro, and I want to show you the difference between sum function, SUMIF function, and SUMIFS. Okay, so this is sum function, and you have this amount coming from this sales rep in this region. Okay, so what you just do, you just come and type equals to sum function, and you click it, take the range, and press enter. So you just get what is coming from all the sales rep, all the region altogether. It's 1,795 naira. So sum function help you to add values, help you to add cell references, and also range or mix of all these three together. All right, so let's go to SUMIF. SUMIF is a greater version of sum function. Okay, so now SUMIF function help you to calculate what is coming from. Now I want to calculate what is coming from the north and what is coming from the south, what is coming from the west. I just want to calculate it alone. So what I need to do, I'll just come apply sum function, SUMIF function. Okay, take the range, which is this order the region, comma, then the criteria, which is north, comma, then some range, which is this amount. See it? So now what you have done is that you have been able to calculate the knots, all the knots together. Okay, all these knots together. You'll be able to calculate them, with just using sum function, SUMIF function. Okay, now for you to have the same amount for south and west, what you need to do is to draw it down. But if I draw it down now, okay, now first of all, look at the highlight of the portion. Okay, from the beginning, C4 to C12, D4 to D12. Now notice this, if I come and draw it down, you see that there's a shift. It started from this D5 to C5 to C13. There's a shift. Why? Because something is missing. Okay, so what you need to do is to add absolute reference. Okay, if you check my training from data analysis and financial modeling from 1 to 6, you see that I have taken time to address these functions step by steps. So you might need to visit that video so that you'll be able to have a good information on what is absolute reference, related reference, mixed reference, and 3D references. Okay, now what I have done with this dollar sign I have added now is that I've been able to lock it so that if I draw it down like this, it will just stand still. You see it? Starting from C4 to C12. You see the second one, the third one, C4 to C12. It was made possible because of the absolute references I've just added. Adding that dollar sign in between the range is absolute, makes it to be absolute. All right. Then you can also look at rows because we always use this C column. Now I want to use B column against the D column. So that's where rows is. It come like also say SUMIF. Okay, the range at this time now is going to be on this because we are looking for a criteria under the D column. So you take it from there, a comma, then you take the criteria, comma, take the range, enter. Then you put absolute reference. Okay, told you might need to visit that training. Data analysis and financial modeling, day 1 to day 6. Okay. Now, what do? You roll it down. You see it? I've been able to fix a figure on them. Now, if you are changing anything here, look at the model we have done. If I change anything there now, you see it's changing. This summary, you will just do it down. Why this data is, you continue to add new information into this table. As you continue to add new information downward, this one will continue to give you a summary of what is here. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, three regions, which is north, south, and west. And this is what is coming from them. Okay, this is what some if functions can achieve for you. Then we have some if is. Okay, multiple criteria. See it, multiple criteria. Now, whereas the sum function is for just a criteria, but some if can help you to serve multiple criteria. Okay, now what I have just done on some if now is north, south, north, south, and west, and Rose, Moses, Fred, John, and Peter, Cynthia. Now, with the sum if function, I can join these two criteria together. And I want to also know what I'm making, what is coming from Rose, Moses in north. Moses is based in north, okay? Whereas Fred is based in south. Then Cynthia is based in west. Now, this is where our product is all over the zone, all over the regions. Okay, now, and we have representative in these regions. Now, I'm in the head office. I want to know the performance of these regions based on what is coming from the sales rep. So what I just need to do is to plot some if-is function. With some if-is function, I can be able to know what is coming from Moses in north. Okay, so what I just need to do is to come and say equals to sum if is. Sum if is. Okay, with this sum if is, first of all, you take the sum range, which is this. That's the first you take. Then comma. Then you take sales rep now, comma. That's the first criteria range. Now, the next criteria you take now, since you are taking under the rep now, this rep, and the rep is in this part, you take this, comma. Then the next one now, following this syntax, okay? The next one now is the region, under the region, comma. Since you are taking the region, we have the 3 regions here. You take that and press enter. So you just see the amount that is coming from north in Rose Moses in north. Now, what you need to do again is to add absolute reference. Like I told you, it will help you to make it absolute so that it will not shift down. Okay, so you take time to add absolute reference. Okay, so just watch the video very well so that you understand where I'm adding the absolute reference. Then you can roll it down now. You see it now. We have what is coming from Rose Moses in north, Fred John in south, and Peter Cynthia in west. Okay, so if paraventure, something that money that says that is coming from Cynthia is more than this, and maybe there's error, and then maybe they have tried to modify the figure, and you come and write 10,000 here now under the Peter and in west. You see, the figure now, the summary now has changed. Okay, so this one is the first criteria. Then this, the second criteria. Okay, but in this formula now, we use Rosemary as the first, Rose Moses as the first criteria. So you might just decide to change this one to first criteria and second criteria so that it will align with what we have done here. Okay, the first one here is what we selected as the first criteria. Okay, now, actually, any of them can actually be first and second criteria. All right. Now, here is the sum range based on that syntax. Then here is the range one, the criteria range one. Okay. Criteria range one. All right. Okay. All these are not too necessary if you know them. All these are just done for you to be able to comprehend what we are trying to pass across. Right? Now, if assuming you want to know the amount of red color of TV products sold by Rose, this is Rose. I want to know how much of red color of TV products sold by Rose. And you have it like that, okay? Like that. So what you just need to do is to come here and say SUMIF is. SUMIF is. Take the range first, SUM range first, comma, okay? Now, all right, let me ship this out. SUMIF is, all right, the SUM range first, okay? Then I want to take the red here, the color under the color. Now, you can come and take it. I don't want to show this figure. I just take red. See the where I click now. Take red and add, make it absolute reference. Okay, if you just click F4 in your computer, this absolute reference $ will automatically comes up, right? Comma. Then take under the product, comma. Then take the first one, which is TV, C2. Then also add absolute reference, $ to make it absolute reference, comma. Then take under the rep, comma. Then take D2, which is roast, absolute reference, right? So we press enter. You see it now. What I have just done now is that it only calculates, see the highlight, only calculate red, TV, and roast. There's no any other red, TV, and roast. So if I now decide to change this one to TV, and I change here to see the figure have changed, and I change here to here is TV and here is red. Change it, the figure have changed. So this is one way, and several ways you can model your account using SUM function, SUMIF function, SUMIF is function. If this video address your needs, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly comment, and kindly also like. I like it. Thank you.